You know, people often wonder, you know, what are you doing in Bali and why are you living up in the rice fields here? You know, what's the purpose of living up here with the farmers and the locals? And I have to say that they're some of the most amazing people. And we'll do a little test where we're walking, unscripted. Well, there's a couple people over here. We'll walk in and see if they say hello. And one of the beautiful things about Bali is that people smile, like they were smiling. And people just tend to say hello without you prompting to say hello. I don't know if you noticed the road here, but it's pretty narrow. So, come somebody. Yeah. They wave, smile. And so a lot of the homes here, they have little restaurants and stuff, and they're building one right here. And I walked by the other day. Hello. Hello. See, they say hello, right? Just an amazing place. And a lot of times people are touring, and these people are building a new restaurant over here. I've been watching this go up for the last few months. And let's see if these people say hi over here. Ready? Do a little test. Hello. Hello. How are you?
Fine.
Hi, how are you?
Fine.
New restaurant? This is existing restaurant here. But yeah, it's just amazing how I think in the US we have this idea of like a subdivision in a community, and the idea of not putting in a restaurant or anything. And you know, people have a home here, and right next to the home they have a restaurant, so you can kind of walk to have lunch or breakfast or dinner. But you can see the roads are super narrow, so you gotta be exceptionally careful about walking and driving. That's why sometimes the traffic can get a little clogged when there's a ceremony, because the people are all walking in a procession or they're directing traffic because everybody has their scooters. And I think that's fascinating too. And you'll see the farmers here, they'll have their bikes here and they have them set up here, and that's where they do their work. And they take this is the grass clippings here, and what they'll do with the grass clippings is two things. They'll either make it fertilizer or they'll feed it to their cows. So a lot of times they'll bring that home with them. And it's fascinating here just to think of how they're able to almost reuse everything. The things they don't reuse, which is kind of sad, which is a privilege of our developed world, is that there's still a lot of plastics here. And why is that? Because in the early days they used to throw things into the field, and guess what? It would decompose, right? And now things don't decompose because we're using plastic everywhere, and that's one of the challenges. You can even see here, this is where somebody hangs their clothes. And you can see over time how they're putting in villas and properties, like this one's getting built over here. And there's one on the other side of the hill over there at the top of the ridge. And why is that? It's the universal challenge, right? And the big challenge is that farmers can't make enough money. So what do? They say, okay, we're going to subdivide a piece of our land. And so they end up leasing for X amount of years, let's say 25 or 30 years. And that's what they do. Hello. Hello. How are you? Oh, what's your puppy's name? What's his... Inu? And what's his name? What's the dog's name? He has a name? Inu? Hi. 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 Hi, how are you? Hi. Do you want to see the camera? Okay. Thank you. Okay, see you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Yeah. Gotta love that. They're a little bit shy because they were young kids. See, everybody's always waving, yeah? Just beautiful. It's getting later in the day today. These guys are working hard on some concrete. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Oh, yeah.
Almost time for done, right? No more. Work over. Time quit. Go home, right? Yeah, go home soon. Yeah. Anyway, the thing about the people in Bali here is, unfortunately, is they're working many hours, sometimes 7 days a week building things. And I don't think there's any labor rules here that I'm familiar with. But I see people working all the time. Here's another interesting thing about Bali that you can probably read about, is that there's a lot of dogs here, right? Like this guy, right? Hey puppy, hi, how are you? How are you? You want to say hello to me? You want to smell me? Yeah, you can smell me. Hi. How are you? Hi, nice to meet you too. Nice to meet you. How are you? You good? Yeah? You doing good? Huh? Oh, okay. I'm gonna go eat, okay? Can we talk later? Can we talk when I get back? Okay, I'll see you later. Yep, you're gonna follow me? Watch out for the bikes. Oh, you wanna follow me? Or go stay at your family restaurant over here. So, one of the most amazing things about Bali is there's a lot of dogs, and they're all running around or roaming around just like this guy is. And what's really amazing is that people just feed them. And the dogs, as you just noticed, he didn't have a leash. Most dogs don't have leashes. They just kind of walk around, and sometimes they'll bark, and it might give you that impression that they're scary dogs are going to bite you, but basically sometimes that's what dogs do, and might be protecting the property of the owner. But ultimately people take care of their dogs here in a community way, just like you know, a teacher at a school would take care of your kids. So that alone is fascinating. But anyway, I digress. For the dogs, let's see how many more we can see on the way up the road. And as I haven't shown you, on each side of the road here, because we're up on like a ridge, you'll see there's a waterway over here. And sorry, there's a waterway over here, which is really nice. More waving, gotta love that. So over here, every day, might be hard to hear. Let me get out of here, but right over here, people be doing their laundry. I know it seems a little bit unusual, but back to people not having a lot of income here. I mean, to work in the rice fields, you don't make a lot of money. And you'll see people pull over with their scooters and wash their clothes. But again, this is a developing country, and they're trying to climb up the ladder. So we get a little further here. We're going to go to the stop by the next little place. I'll show you that they are built, or they have built here. But you'll hear some music in the distance. I think it's a really cool place, and they do music rentals. They do all sorts of cool music things here. And they got a little store here, which I love. Hello. Hello. Hi, how are you? Hello. 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 So they do rental sound system and lighting, and they also have food. Yeah, just amazing community. And then you'll see another little villa. They pop up over here, right? So it's really interesting community here. And here is a man sharpening his sickle. Hello. This is the land of 1,000 smiles. It must be. Maybe the men aren't smiling as much because they're in the fields, but women work pretty hard here too. If you haven't seen, I've seen women, you know, mixing concrete like that kind of granular stuff and carrying it up to houses, and they're incredibly hard labor here for women. I'm really impressed by how hard they work. Anyway, what else here? That sound in the distance over there, that sound right over there, that's kind of their version of a scarecrow. It keeps the kind of the birds out, and because as the rice starts growing, which you can just start seeing here, it's we're at about month, I want to say about month 2.5 or 2 or so, and as soon as it starts getting rice growing on it, you'll have all sorts of birds come by and want to eat it. And I know that's not really good for the farmer. And here's some more rice fields over there, and they get all sorts of stuff up. And then over here, another little place where people just hang out. It's kind of like a little hangout here. Hold on. Hello. 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 Hi, how are you? Hi. Anyway, this is like their version of a mini 7-Eleven. I think when I was in Thailand, I wanted to call it a jungle 7-Eleven, but there's no jungle here. Where I'm going, it's a little bit of a surprise. It's only a little bit of a walk, but you'll see a lot of people coming down from the village here. Everybody's smiling. So let me give you a little hint about where I'm going. And it's right over there. And you see some local people over there right now going to have dinner. And I'll give you a little hint in a second about where I'm going. But it's a cool local restaurant where people come every day to eat lunch and dinner. I don't know if they serve breakfast. And speaking of hard work and construction, there's I guess a future villa right here being built, and you notice that they use bamboo for a lot of the structural stuff before they pour concrete, which is amazing. Even the ability to still use bamboo is awesome. People say it's stronger than steel. I'm not an engineer, but gotta believe that. Anyway, we're almost at the restaurant, which is a really cool place. It's kind of popular with locals and tourists alike, for they have a very special reason. As you hear the rooster in the background. We're almost here. And give you a little hint, I'll turn the camera around. It's called the Kubu Swing. Hello. How are you? Great. Time for lunch or dinner, right? Yes. Malam. Anyway, we're heading into the Green Kubu. And it's really a nice place with a nice view. They have a swing here. And they have really cool seating, which I'm about to show you. And this is the place where all the locals go. It's a place that's affordable for them and for tourists alike. But I'll give you a little glimpse of the setting here. It's beautiful. It's like heaven on earth. And as I can tell from looking over here, it's pretty full already. So hopefully I can get a table. I'm going to be able to get a lounge seating, which I think is really awesome. And obviously we're in the tropics, so this is an all year thing. You can eat outside and inside. But yeah, just the atmosphere here and what they've created is just beautiful. And the staff is amazing. They're always very friendly and helpful, and if they don't know something, they'll definitely tell you this is good to eat, that's good to eat. Hi. Hello. Hi, how are you?
Hi, good.
Good.
How are you?
Giving everybody the Balinese treatment.
Hi,
Yeah.
Balinese famous.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm Balinese famous. I'm real Balinese famous.
Yes. Yes. Okay. One and only. Okay. Malam. See what I mean? You can't make this stuff up. People are just amazing here. Everyone's smiling. So, I don't know if it's in the water, in the air, in the culture, or a combination of all, but okay, we're almost at the restaurant area, and looks like a lot of the people here are locals. And I'll just turn the camera a little bit to show you the setting for an amazing place to have dinner. Hello. Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Another doggy. Hi. He might not be as happy. Hi. You want to come here? Not really? Okay. Don't fall in the pool. Anyway, this is a really cool setting. Hello. You like that, huh? You like that? You want to say hi? Hi. You like the fish? Yeah. Yeah. The best part of the meal. Right? Yeah. I remember those days. Then they tell you what to do soon. More smiles. Okay. Looks like seating inside's pretty empty. So let's go to it. Let's see, where am I gonna sit? Maybe I can sit out here. Maybe I can sit on a beanbag. Yeah, let's go look over here real quick. Happy Green Kubu. What you can't see over there is there's the swing way over there. Go check that out in a minute. Anyway, let's go find something to eat. What I love about this place is you can grab a menu and you fill it out, and they come and they repeat back your menu, and there you go. Let's have a little seat. Be right back. Okay, the menu arrived, and here's the real cool thing. Let's see if I can show this to you. So everything is on the clipboard, whether it be juice, cold drinks, something healthy, coffees, iced tea, and stuff like that. And then on the other pages, there's the mocktails, wine, regular cocktails, their appetizers, again, which are really reasonably priced for locals. And their main course, right, the goreng, right, is 24,000, which for US dollars, if you think 100,007, that's about $2, right? So you can eat main courses, you can have Western food, which is awesome. You know, if you want some pasta, they even have pizza. I don't know, I think the Balinese love pizza. I see it on lots of menus. And gelato, in case you got that urge, and some side orders, as well as dessert. Every culture seems to love dessert. So what you do is you fill out what you want here, and then they come take your order. Let's see what I got. Before it gets too dark out, let's go check out the lily ponds, which again, for people that don't know lilies, during the day, they're open, right? Then at nighttime they close up, right? And they go sometimes underground. And what could we have here? Let's go for a walk. So we're gonna go down by the sign, which is really cool. It's a, let's say, a relatively famous spot where people take pictures, and hopefully I won't trip and fall on my way down. I just like the energy here and the people. Everyone's always smiling, and I'm not saying they're not smiling in the city, but there's something about being in the countryside over here. And there's their dog saying, hey, be careful. Anyway, here's the Green Kubu sign, which is kind of cool. And I think we'll start hearing pretty soon in the distance, I think there's some geese over here. I know there's some frogs running around this pond. They get kind of wild here. There's a cool little spot here where you can take a picture in the heart, which is awesome. Oh, there's the geese. Hey, how are you doing? Hmm? How are you? Or is that a, yeah, it's a geese, not a swan. I think this is their condo over here. So they kind of stay in there. You guys are quiet. I've seen you guys talk a little bit more. You guys are awesome. You're a perfect addition to the property. Hey, how are you? It looks like over here nobody's swinging on the swing today. Hello, how are you? Nobody's swinging. Nobody on the swing today. Quiet. Closed for tonight. Yeah, I thought so. We got a playground out here for the kids. Yeah, this place is awesome. Got a geese talking. So anyway, I'm gonna head back to see what's on the plate for my meal. I'm sure it'll be here in a second. I'm definitely not a foodie, but people always ask me, you know, how's the food here in Bali? And for a local person, not for a Western person, but I just want to show you the meal. So over here, what we got is noodles. I ordered a noodle meal, and they give you a piece of chicken and 2 pieces of chicken satay, and an egg, and some sauce, and a tomato and a cucumber. And I got a lychee drink. So the food is amazing here, and it's simple, and I think sometimes simple is the best. Some people would say that's comfort food or local food, but I've eaten here many times and keep having a winter meal, so I'm going to enjoy it. So yeah, as the sun sets in Bali, right behind me, over my shoulder, about 6:30 at night here. More happy families ordering food, spending time together. And I didn't show this on the way in, but this is where they would do a ceremony. You can see they have the offerings there. So this is a sacred spot on the property that you'll see incense burning and flowers and stuff. They'll put a little bit of rice and some very interesting things there. But what an amazing property, and just to look back and see all the families here having dinner together. It's a beautiful way to end the day in central Bali, and I just constantly am grateful for being here and for the energy of the people. It's sometimes even hard to put in words. And I think I described this to somebody, and I'm sorry it's getting a little dark, but it's funny, you can see the bats flying around at night. They're getting ready to look for mosquitoes and stuff. They're on their nighttime hunt. But you know, someone commented to me that they've been here before and they were kind of taken back by all the scooter traffic and the activity, and how it can be sometimes a little chaotic. And I said it can. But the one big difference here with the scooters and stuff versus any place else, even in Hawaii, there's no road rage here, not that I've seen. I mean, people they're pretty stoic in their facial expressions. They're not like raising their hands or voice, and there's no drive-bys or nobody's pulling out guns or anything like that. So I think even though it's crowded on the roads or the driving might be a little bit unusual, it's actually pretty mellow. So it's a great little invitation for all of us, is when there's a little bit of traffic, to kind of go with the flow. Anyway, sun's setting. Gonna do my walk home, and thanks for listening. Hopefully you can still see this and it's not too dark. Apologize if it is, but if you ever get up to Ubud and go north about 7 kilometers, you will come to the Green Kubu and to the swing here. And there's always somebody here to park and take care of your vehicle while you're here, and I think that alone is awesome. Thank you very much. Have a good night. Malam. So yeah, like the rest of the locals here, get your scooter and come up to the Green Kubu. You won't regret it. And again, you can bring the kids and the family. They have a place they can go play and go and have a picture or two on the swing. Good night.